You know those little icons you probably use every single day, right up there next to your address bar? Well, have you ever stopped and wondered how one of those actually gets made? How a Chrome extension goes from just a random idea to a real tool that supercharges your browser? We're about to pull back that curtain and see exactly how it's done.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You're browsing and you think, man, I wish I could just save all these tabs with one click. Or, I wish I could get a quick summary of this super long article. Well, that little spark, that what if, that's the starting point for every single Chrome extension in existence. It's the very first step to making the internet work exactly the way you want it to. So, to turn that what if into a reality, we first gotta know what we're working with. Let's just start with the most basic question of all. What exactly is a Chrome extension anyway?
Okay, so here's the thing. At their heart, they aren't these massive, complicated applications. Nope, they're actually small, really focused programs. Think of them like little specialized assistants that live inside your browser, just waiting to give it a new superpower the moment you need it.
And that's what makes them so powerful. They can be simple productivity boosters, like a to-do list that's always just one click away. Or they can go way further and fundamentally change how you see the web, like by blocking all those annoying distractions or making super dense articles way easier to read.
All right, enough theory. Let's get our hands dirty and actually see how an idea starts to take shape. This is where it gets real, but I promise you, it's a lot simpler than you probably think.
Every single extension, no matter how big or small, begins with a blueprint. I mean, you wouldn't build a house without one, would you? For an extension, that blueprint is just one single file called manifest.json. It's basically a simple text file that acts as the extension's official ID card, telling Chrome its name, its version, and exactly what it's allowed to do.
And really, the process to get started is this simple. First, you create the blueprint. Then you write a tiny little piece of code for a Hello World pop-up. And finally, you load it directly into Chrome. And boom, that's it. In just a few minutes, you've actually made something real, a working program right inside your own browser. A Hello World is a great first step, for sure. But the real fun, the real magic, begins when we give our extension some actual superpowers. So how do we go from a simple little pop-up to a genuinely useful tool?
Well, if the manifest file is our blueprint, then APIs are the toolkits. Now, API stands for Application Programming Interface, but don't worry about the jargon. Just think of it as a set of pre-built commands that let your extension talk to and interact with the browser itself. You don't have to build the hammer, Chrome just gives you one.
And with these toolkits, oh man, the possibilities just completely explode. Let's say you want to save all your open tabs. Bam! You use the Tabs API. Or maybe you want your extension to remember a user's settings. Well, that's the Storage API. You can even add a custom option to your right-click menu. That's the Context Menus API. And that right there, that's the big transformation. An extension evolves from this little box that just says hello into a dynamic tool that can actually read web pages, save your preferences, and manage your browser. It's the huge leap from just a neat little trick to a true application. Okay, so once you've built something that you're proud of, the final step is to share it. Let's take a look at how you get your creation out of your computer and into the hands of potentially millions of users around the world. The Chrome Web Store is the official app store for extensions. It's the place where users can discover, install, and review your work. You can think of it as the grand stage for your brand new tool. And getting there is a pretty clear four-step path. First, you polish your code, add the final touches. Then you package it all up into a single zip file, and you upload it to your developer dashboard. From there, it goes through a quick review by Google, mostly just to make sure it's safe, and then it's live for the whole world to see. And there it is. We've gone from a simple what if all the way to a published product. But what's really important here are the powerful new skills that you've just wrapped your head around. See, this isn't just about code. It's a whole new way of thinking. It's about understanding the blueprint, knowing which toolkits to grab for the job, and seeing the clear path to getting it published. But most importantly, it's realizing that you have the ability to turn a nagging little thought into a real, working piece of software. So that's the real question, isn't it? The next time you find yourself wishing your browser could do something new, you'll know that you actually have the power to make it happen yourself. The path is laid out. So, what problem are you going to solve first?